What's going on YouTube? We got some breaking news, and did not plan on going live at all today. This is something that I was going to go in the pre and post game show with Mr. Luke G himself, but we have breaking news. Breaking being the key because we have an injury to Matthew Stafford. He is not playing, so it looks like he fractured his spine again. That is terrible, terrible news for the Detroit Lions and for Matthew Stafford himself. And this is terrible, man. This is bad. So what's going on, Tank? What's going on, Bruce? What's going on? Yep, broken back sports. Terrible news, man. Just absolutely terrible. And so I'm going to read you the information of what I got going on here. Sears says the Lions are still more than 2 hours away from announcing whether Matthew Stafford will be active in Chicago, but it doesn't look good. Stafford is not expected to play today against the Bears. Ian Rappaport, although Stafford was listed as questionable with his hip and injuries, there are indications during the week that wasn't feeling good enough. Jeff Driscoll is the next man on the depth chart. Broke his back. He is out. So, terrible news. This is terrible news. And we're not just talking about this game. This is what happened last year. He played with a broken back. They're not allowing him to play today, which is obviously hashtag facts and something that you can't allow a man to play with a broken back. I mean, it sucks for Matthew Stafford. He was the sixth most going straight without having to give up a game. Driscoll who? Yes, sir. I don't know. Jeff Driscoll. So he's going to be playing today against a defense that's very good, and we don't have a running game. Folks, this is going to be ugly. I'm considering going live play-by-play just to see what the hell is going on here with this Driscoll. This is bad, man. And, this is bad for Matthew Stafford and his family. This is something that definitely I did not want to, we don't want this to happen. And also, unfortunately, I do not believe we're going to win this game. Not even close. I think we're going to get crushed. And that's that's the unfortunate when you have injuries to your franchise quarterback, Mr. Matthew Stafford, and we're gonna have a long day today, folks. We're definitely gonna have a long day. Also, I think, if it's bad enough, he's probably not gonna play for a while. Broken back's no joke. I can tell you the pain when it comes to his spine. It's absolutely horrible. Ed Whiting said, this is a dumpster fire of a season. I am with you 100%. This is definitely a bad season. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. Is everybody satisfied? Hey, Nomus, you want to jump on here with me? Let me know, man. I'll send you the link. I know we're doing the pre-post show, but this is breaking news. I'm going to go ahead and just throw it on there. If anyone else wants to get on with the DSA to talk about this, I guarantee you we're obviously talking about this when it comes to the pregame show, but I had to do this time now. This is something I had to do. Let me send the link out, and I'm sure other people's going to want to know about this. So give me a moment here. Got the link set out, Nomus. Okay, I sent the link out. Just come on in. Say it ain't so. What, this is crazy because we had no idea about this. Like, the guy had a fracture in his back. We're all going to say this now, right before the game starts. This literally hurts. Did they not? And I'm sure they didn't even practice Driscoll, because if there was indications, we would have heard about it. All Stafford haters going to get their wish. Now we have to see what life is without him. What's going on, Nomus, man? What do you got? What do you got for the folks out there?
I had a strange feeling this was gonna happen when I seen the report yesterday. How you doing, Mike?
Man, I'm doing good, but I'm not doing good, man, because I don't think we have a chance in hell now to win this game.
I
What do
just
you
saying,
think?
I just hope all. No, it ain't about that. I just hope all the Stafford
Yeah,
haters are satisfied now.
yeah.
This is what y'all wanted.
Now you're going to see what this offense looks like without the gunslinger himself, and it's not going to be good, folks. It's not. We have no run game for this guy to get in there. You have no run game. Nothing's going to work, man. I don't see it.
You know, the funny thing is, our run game might actually show up today because they're not probably going to feel comfortable throwing the ball, but it won't mean anything because we're not going to win.
Yeah. And Whiting, I am with you 100%, man. I have complained about this the whole offseason. So many of us begged Quinn to get a backup quarterback. That is literally what this is literally what we've talked about the whole off season. What was my number one concern? The backup quarterback. Now, what do you got to say about that, Nomis? What do you got to say about that?
I mean, at this point, it was only a couple of options out there. One's playing for the Saints, and one wouldn't be right because he plays for Chicago Bears, and he's probably better off as a starter. So, I mean, at this point, it is what it is. We knew no matter who we got, it wasn't going to be a playoff chance. Like especially when you look at the defense now. So I guess it really don't matter. But I mean, it is what it is.
I tell you what, if Stafford's out for a long period of time, we're probably going to have a top 5 draft pick. That's pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah.
And if we have a top 5 draft pick, I think the offseason is going to look a lot different than we haven't seen in many, many years. Let's see here, 7-8-1. We should have sold everyone, like I said, and you guys all defended this team as the next 48 Bears. Never said the next 48 Bears. I said they're 11-win team, Jeff, and they had the potential to be that. Unfortunately, the players are not playing well in the defensive line, and that's what it is. I don't even think now at the point we're a 7-8-1 team. If Stafford's out for a long period of time, that would be a great record to have.
Who is the backup? Is it David Blow?
No, it's Jeff Driscoll.
Oh, we done. Oh,
yeah.
I was actually gonna say if it was David Blow, I might give us a chance just because the Bears suck their hard. But nah, we not yet. We not doing no.
That's great if we don't draft line the last years. What the F are you talking about, Mike? The defensive line. Yeah, we have not getting any pressure this year. If you cannot run the football and stop the run, you're not going to win. Period. And guess what? What are we not doing? We're not running the football, and we can't stop the run. Per Adam Schefter, Stafford is now week to week. Sources say he could be sidelined this week or 3 weeks. Yeah, look, if it's a fractured spine, that's literally a low-grade break. And I could tell you right now, I got a bad back. I've had surgeries. This stuff does not go away easily. It doesn't go away. It affects everything. Nomis, what are you thinking, man?
Man, I'm just thinking about all the people right now. It's not even about the football game. I'm just thinking about everybody right now who's probably saying he's wimping out because he don't feel like it or he just wants an easy pay or this and that. I'm just letting all that surface in. I'm like, you lying sons of guns. You don't even know what you're talking about. You've been dodging all week saying, no, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go. Let's play. I'm straight. I guarantee you right now, he's punching his fist in the locker, pissed off.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's not happy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he only gets up because he gets paid a lot of money to throw the football. Oh, that's the reason we play. Oh, okay. So I guess you get paid a lot of money to be forced to sit out a game now. I want everybody who's a Stafford. If you know who they are, I want you to find them, bring them in here, let me have them. I'm done. You see what happens? You put them through last year. Made them go play through it last season. That could have helped affect what was going on this year. After everything that's going on with this man's wife, everybody blaming him for every loss. Now look at his back. Who's there to pat him on the back now? If that's a safe thing to do. Who's there now? Who has his back now?
Man, it's not good. Jeff Terry says, thanks to all the veterans for my freedom. Thanks, Mike. No, thank you for appreciating that. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated.
Oh, yes.
There's definitely more
man.
to life than football, and Veterans Day is for all those individuals that given up their time for this country. So I appreciate you appreciating us. Let's see here. Time to tank for Chase Young per JT Sports. I don't even think we're going to have to tank. It's just going to tank. Our defense is ranked 32 right now, 31 or 32. And now you just took our best weapon, Matthew Stafford, and he is now sidelined. The season's over, man.
Right.
Imagine if Stafford had a good front office. What's so frustrating about what is taking place is this defense and not running the ball. When you can run the football, if you lose your quarterback, you have a shot. But this offense is predicated on passing the football because we can't run. I mean, there's no other choice. It's always on Stafford's shoulder. What happens when you have an injury to your franchise quarterback? You can't run the football. That means you're going to get freaking toasted, man. What's going on, Adam Bukart? Yes, shout out to the vets. Thank you. Thank you, all the veterans out there.
Yeah, salute to you, man.
Thank you, James Holyfield, as well. So, Nomis, man, all the people that's been saying that Matthew Stafford's the problem, we need to get rid of the bum, this, that, and the other. How do you think they're going to feel today?
I think they go realize the truth when we get blown out 52-0 today.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be 52-0, maybe because their offense is bad, but I can see it being like 36-3. I'm going to completely change my prediction here. I got to look at it. I haven't even had a chance to look at Driscoll as a quarterback. Belichick lost Bledsoe and found Brady. If we do this the Patriot way, Patricia have found his new quarterback losing Stafford. It's sarcasm, man.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Crimson Shadow Stafford is out. This came out of nowhere, man. I must say, I had no idea about this. It's that fracture to his spine, like we heard last year.
I got to do this in his voice. Wait a minute, Stafford's out? What the?
Yeah. If I was a general manager, I would have made moves to help out Stafford in this front office and do nothing to help him out. You got to have a run game, man. What happens when quarterbacks go out? You can usually, if they have a good running game, it's not that big of a deal because you can do play action, you can pound the football, you can do easy passes for the backup quarterback. The 5-yard, 10-yard passes. We don't have this, man. We don't have this. Hard work and dedication says 24-6. Are you picking the Lions to win 24-6 or the Chicago Bears? I think it's more likely the Bears. Driscoll is a mobile quarterback. Well, he's going to need it today.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to need his mobile. And you know what? We'll see what he's got. I mean, we have no choice, right? If he does well, I tell you what, it's going to look well on Bob Quinn. If he does bad, every individual on YouTube that's been calling, we need to have a legitimate backup quarterback, is going to be singing a lot of praise. And not because they want to. It's because we've all been saying that. I hope Stafford don't quit before we can trade him. Yeah, man. I don't think he's going to quit. He loves he loves Detroit for whatever reason. He loves the city. I think that's a huge factor. What do you think, man? Do you think Stafford will quit or retire?
I think he'll end up forcing himself to retirement before he allows himself to be traded.
Okay.
Away.
Now Hard Work says Bears win. Yeah, I'm with you. I think the Bears are gonna hurt us, man. They got a good defense, and going against a guy who, it's gonna be bad. The Khalil Mack and this defense is gonna beat the living hell out of this guy.
I'm sorry not to get unprofessional up here, but today, this is gonna feel like sex for Khalil Mack. I'm telling you right now. You got to look at this is gonna feel like sex for him. He is licking his chops. He's about to feast today.
JT said just found out Driscoll is a backup. He's solid. Hey, he's gonna have to play out of his mind
For the
though.
Bengals?
Driscoll, he's gonna have to play out of his mind because the Bears defense is not a joke. If we're going against a really bad defense, okay, his solidness maybe help. But if you look at our defense, we're horrible on defense right now. And our offense is predicated on the pass. That's Matthew Stafford. And he's going to have to play out of his damn mind for us to have a shot. Let's see here. Hope Driscoll surprised the league. I'm with you, man. I truly hope so as well. I would rather have Blah out there. I'm not going to lie, man. I haven't seen a whole lot of Driscoll. I've seen a little bit of Blah. I have not seen Driscoll, so I couldn't tell you, man. JT, Driscoll is part of the Bengals, and so he has a little bit more view on him because he's part of that division. So we'll see, man. Our season isn't over yet. It's not. It's very, very close though. It's very close. What up, though, everybody? Go ahead.
JT is my guy and all, but look, understand this: any quarterback that plays for the Bengals is always suspect. They all are just slightly less talented than Andy Dalton, and that's not saying much. I'm sorry.
Oh man, if he's less talented than Andy Dalton, we definitely got some issues because he's not doing too well. Driscoll is Brady prototype. Brady Bunch is, man, it would be really cool if this guy come out and played out of his mind and shock the world.
And then all of a sudden they're gonna go, "Oh, see, we're better off without Stafford." I would slap every fan who says that.
Boog Spray, what up, though, Micro? What up, though, Boog Spray? I hope he plays out of his mind.
Dude.
I truly hope so because we talked about this. I think when we never got a backup quarterback, I think it was on every single roundtable we talked about how they got to get a backup quarterback. They got to get a backup quarterback. That was my number one issue. And now we don't have Matthew Stafford. So we'll see, man. I hope JT's right. I do not have my hopes up, though. What do you guys think? Do you think this guy's he could break out and have a fantastic game against this defense?
Well, Darrell Bevel knows how to use a mobile quarterback. I mean, he does know how to use the run, but oh, wait a minute. We haven't ran the ball like that this year. So I don't know.
Yeah, if he's a mobile quarterback and he can start getting first downs with his feet, that will be big. He'll probably be the best runner on our team then. And when it comes to pass protection, I don't know how long this guy stands in the pocket. I truly don't know. And so you got to get rid of that quarterback fairly quickly against this defensive line. But our pass protection has been fairly well. So we'll see, man. We'll see. We do got a lot of offensive weapons. We do have a good tight end. I think this would be a great game for TJ Hawkinson to have a big game because what's good for a quarterback like him, a backup, is a good tight end. So I can see TJ Hawkinson having himself a fairly big game. Whether we win or lose, I could see that happening.
I was going to see his name for him. Amendola.
Yep.
Yeah, I can just see them going to him a lot today.
Jeff Terry says, at least we can see what we have or don't have. We'll tell the Stafford the truth. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. 100% with you. I've been a guy that's saying that Matthew Stafford is had the bad chips around him. And, we're about to find out if that theory is true. Not against this defense. I would have more confidence if it was in a divisional game. Yeah, I'm with you. That's Dominique Davis. I'm with you right there. That's the fact. And it's not just a division game. This defense is solid. Even though the offense is bad, the defense is very solid. Maybe we get a bunch of turnovers today, and we win the game on defense. That could happen. Nomis?
Yeah, okay, yeah, also.
Yeah, I mean, that's all we can do is hope, right? He said, Chiefs, next man up today will be our best run game of the year. I hope so, man. I hope so. But this, it just sucks it's going against this defense because defense is good. The defense has has not make Trubisky look like an MVP. Yeah, please don't. I think that's a big issue. Please don't make Trubisky look like the MVP, because not only is our defense bad, that will put it to a new level of bad. What say you, man? Is Trubisky going to look like an MVP today?
Man, I still say he won't, but he'll probably be close to
it. Rocco P says, "Is this a long-term injury?" What they said is week to week, so he could be out a couple weeks. My suspicion is it's longer than that. It's going to be a little bit longer than that. I have spine issues. I can tell you right now, when you have an issue like that, whether it be a vertebrae or wherever you hurt it, it doesn't just affect your back, it affects your whole freaking body, man. And you go numb in your arms, you go numb in your legs. And if we lose today, hold him out till he's 100%. I don't want none of that coming back half healthy stuff. Not all that I thought these teams would be looking good in the same game. Yeah. Druff Driscoll can scramble. Jeffrey Cameron, I've been hearing that, and I'm definitely going to look for that. Matter of fact, when I get off this, because at 11, I think it's 11 or 11:30, the pregame show is going to be coming on, folks. And you can guarantee you we're all in the DSA going to be talking about this. So, and when I get off here, I'm going to jump and do a quick as humanly possible film study of this guy, because I wasn't expecting this. What say you, Nomis? What say you, man?
Yeah, I'll be doing the same thing, but it just hit me too. Now we know he's been having this hip injury all season, but I just noticed something. I think that last hit he took in that scramble against the Raiders might have caused that back problem to come back.
Oh, yeah, when he got double smashed?
Yeah.
Great observation. That very well could have been it, man. That very well could have been it. You know what? You're right. That probably was it. Folks, remember when Matthew Stafford ran in, and it was against the Raiders game last week, and he got smashed between, I think, his two linebackers? That could have been it, man. Now the Lions are tanking. This organization management sucks. I'm seriously considering turning in my Lions card. This is beyond embarrassing. Monterey Moore, I know you're thinking this, Monterey, but I know you're a Lions fan, man. It's tough. It's tough. It is very, very tough to be.
Hey, you know Ray is mad when he type up big letters and it sound real professional.
Oh yeah. Well, man, he been YouTubing for a while. We're all Lions fans, and we're tired of seeing failure. We want to see wins. We want to see success, and it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating beyond all capability. And we had a really good chance, I think, to squeak out a W today, and then we lose Matthew Stafford. That should have been targeting. Could have been a tank for Jalen Hurts. I don't think we have to tank. I think if Matthew Stafford's out for a period of time, it's going to force us to lose anyways. It was that hit. I can take those kind, man. He can't take those kind. Not a lot of people can take those kind of hits. Good call, Nomis. Yes, absolutely. It was a great observation. I like watching these losers. Used to it by now. Hey, every year it feels like it's the same results, and it sucks, man. It sucks, and you got to stay positive, because if you don't, man, you live in a world of hurt. What say you, Nomis? How do you deal with this disappointment that's been going on for so long?
It is what it is. Again, anytime you lose your starting quarterback, defense not good. I mean, what else can you expect? I mean, you're not going to come in here and surprise. You can't expect somebody else to come in and surprise, shot the world for you. Mm-hmm. So of course you're gonna feel like the season's done. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Let's see. Argo says LSU quarterback looking good. Yeah, I think if Matthew Stafford's out for a period of time, there's a chance that we'll have a top 5 draft pick. And if that occurs, this is my prediction last year. If we had a bad season, I didn't predict it to be this bad, but I said if we go like a 3-win season or a 4-win season, I said the Lions are going to blow it up. And I mean blow it up by starting completely over and drafting a quarterback with the first round pick. I that's what I said, because I think There's a lot of good quarterbacks out this year. I'm an Oregon Ducks fan. Everyone knows that. And Justin Herbert's their quarterback, and he's actually fairly good. If Stafford's out for a period of time, they may have to consider trading Stafford, like Argo said, in the offseason, starting over. I do not want that to happen. I'm not ready for a rebuild. What say you, man? Are you ready for a rebuild? Yep. Uh-huh. Really, that's some good stuff, but I'm not ready for it. I don't want to rebuild. I want Stafford to be completely healthy. I want this team to fight and scratch for every win they possibly can get this year because I hate losing. It sucks. I hate it. I hate losing. I hate it, man. Thoughts on Diggs' comments on Patricia tossing locker room leaders and silencing players? Actually, that is one of the biggest topics we're going to be talking about in the pregame show here in a little bit. I'm not sure how much we're going to get to it now with the breaking news of Matthew Stafford, but my thoughts is there may be some truth to it. There may be some truth to it. Sometimes when you're trying to get a situation to follow you as a leader, you want your own guys. I mean, completely your own guys, and sometimes the people are like that. Now, I don't know if it's good or bad, but it's a true fact. I mean, if you have a job and if you're in a position of leadership, you want to choose your own team, right? Like if you work on the line and you have teammates under you, you want to have the guys you want to have. So it very could well be. Just trade Stafford to New England and blow the damn team up. In fact, sell the team to somebody who actually knows. I would be okay to selling to an individual who stayed in the state of Michigan and at Detroit. I would not be okay with selling the team if they took the Lions out of Detroit. I love Detroit. Haven't we already been rebuilding since 2009? We've been rebuilding probably since 1953. What say you, man? Do you want a total rebuild?
No, I don't think we would need a total rebuild, man. They just need to actually get some impact players on this team, man. For real, fill in a lot of these holes. We got depth guys starting.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
I like Chase Young, man. I seen Chase Young play. I want Chase Young. Having that guy in the defensive line would be scary as hell. And if we have a bad season, it could happen. But they really do. I'm telling you, if Stafford is out for the rest of the year, he broke his back last year. And guess what? It happened again this year. And as someone with a bad spine, it doesn't get better. Okay?
Mhm.
It doesn't get better. I can tell you that right now. You can rehab, you can do all that type of stuff, but that would have to be a consideration. Trade Stafford to Chicago. I love Stafford.
Very funny.
If we're going to trade him, send him to a team where he's going to win Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? I love the guy. I want to see him win. In my opinion, Bob Quinn's seat just got heat. Oh, it's on fire now because we all talked about the backup quarterback position. Every one of us, everyone, you, everyone, like myself, other YouTubers, we talked about the backup quarterback position. And this is the net result. We're about to see why the quarterback position is so imperative to a team. We've seen it when Peyton Manning went down and they had Curtis Painter. This could be a situation like that. Adam Bookhart says, Chase Young on this defense. Imagine that, Nomas, Chase Young on this defensive line.
Right. Yeah,
Getting
that'd
after the quarterback.
Oh, yeah, that'd be something spectacular. All right.
Who's more disappointed, Browns or Lions fans? Browns fans are more disappointed, in my opinion. The media, because look, they did play well at the end of the season last year, and they picked up a lot of key weapons on offense and defense, and it just freaking fell flat. And their quarterback's having some issues going off on people. So I think that's more of the Browns fans. Because at least we've been to the playoffs the last couple of years, in the last decade. They haven't done nothing, man. And this was the year they thought they were finally going to get it to a playoff game, you know what I'm saying? So we need Matthew Stafford. I know, man. Lions hired a scout as general manager, classic Detroit Lions. Yep, we all talked about the backup quarterback. Every one of us, man, I think every single one of us still could get Marcus Mariota. Hey, he's the Oregon Duck. You know me, Marcus Mariota in the quarterback. I'm Oregon Duck fan, man. He would fit well in the scheme that is Darrell Bevell, but I don't see that happening. He's got issues when it comes to accuracy. He's good with the run. He's good at those type of plays on scrambling, but he does got accuracy issues. Let's see. Send quarterback Stafford to the Super Bowl, or team to win the Super Bowl. Yes. Mondre Moore, let's see if you can answer this. The would destroy the kittens. Honestly, they would. Yeah. We're gonna get destroyed. What say you, man? What's your score again? Tell the folks out that are new to this stream. What's your score today?
I'd say 52-0.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
that's an A whooping, man. Wow, Stafford out. Yeah, and it's that broken spine again, and it's sad. It's sad, folks, because with all the people playing on this team, the one guy I feel like's been putting out his heart, is putting everything on the table, is Matthew Stafford, and he is now the one guy that can't play. It sucks, man. Anyone remember the computer prediction that had us winning only 3 games? Bum, 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 boo, Ed Whiting.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, man. The Browns would destroy the Lions.
That's a shame because I can see that happening. Ray ain't lying.
Oh, damn, man.
At the end of the day, man.
Folks out there, tell me your predictions for the game. And say Lions or Bears. Scott Mack says 27-3. I think he's talking Bears winning. Tell me your predictions. I say it is going to be what? I say 28-6. I'll go 28-6. Bears win. If Breeze wins the Super Bowl, he'll retire, and that would send Stafford to New Orleans. That'd be actually a really good spot for him. New Orleans Saints. That would be the system he would be good at.
The problem is,
yeah, go ahead.
There's no such thing as a really good backup quarterback in this league. You get lucky with like a Bridgewater, and then how the Eagles got what's his name, Nick Foles. It was off luck because of certain situations that happened. Other than that, most teams don't have a decent backup quarterback at all. Like, people have to understand that you can draft one, you can try to get one. Free agency, not go off and find a backup quarterback.
Yeah, you're right. Backup quarterback's hard to find, and the Indianapolis Colts had a hell of a good. They had a great backup when Andrew Luck retired. Brissett has done a really good job for him.
Yeah, I was always high on him since he was with New England. Like I said, certain situations you might run into one that's good enough to start. He was one. Teddy Bridgewater, we know he was technically a starter before that injury, and then Nick Foles was in an MVP conversation at one point in his career, before he got traded to the Rams and didn't fit, and then tried to retire after he left the Chiefs and all that. And Eagles said about that. It's specific things that happen for that to work out.
Hard work dedication says 24-9 Lions. The Lions 3-0 teams cursed. Rocco Pete 2017 Lions. So a lot of Lions still. I think they're still closer, we think. 17-13 Bears. Okay, that's a close game. It's sad that the Bears have bad offense, but might be around. So he's going 17-24 Bears. Lions win 17-13. 24-9 Chicago. I could very well see that. So far we're about 50-50. So even with Stafford out, we got about 50-50. I like to see what everyone else thinks. So we're going 50-50 here, basically from the fan base. I meant Bears. Okay, 24-9 Bears. Okay, so yeah, I'm with you. 17-14. What's up, TA, man? You just heard the news. 17-14 Bears. I'm going 28-6 Bears. Sign Kaepernick, and we could still make the playoffs. Even if we sign Kaepernick, look, man. Right now, we're halfway through the season. You have to sign a quarterback off the street that's got to know our plays. It wouldn't be good anyways. Even if he was at the top of his game, the playbook and everything. Lions win because Bears suck. 2015. I hope so, man. I tell you what, if the Lions win today, the Bears fans are going to be up in arms like you've never seen, because we got our second string quarterback with a 32nd, 31st ranked defense. So Let's see here. What's up, Micro Mike and No Miss J? Yeah, we had to go live. I had to
What's
go
up?
live when I heard this. With that said, folks, look, I'm gonna get off here real quick because the pregame show is about to start in about an hour and a half. It's on Luke G Field Reviews channel. I'm gonna be on there, but for me to bring you facts, I gotta quickly jump and see how our backup quarterback plays. I got to look at his film. So I'm going to study for the next hour as humanly possible and to give you kind of what I think. I don't know. I don't know his film. So I got to get on here and study really quick. Make sure you all jump in on Luke G's Field Review, where all of us are going to be on there talking about this situation. Okay, folks? If you have not hit the like button, please do so. If you have not subscribed to No Miss J, I don't know what you're doing, man. The guy he is got his tech up. He sounds great. He knows his stuff. Please subscribe to No Miss J, part of the DSA, where we are bringing the best content humanly possible that we can, given the circumstances of this year so far. Link for Luke G's plea. I will give me a moment, fairy godmother, and I will put the link in the description for this channel. Just give me 1 second here really quick. Before I get off, I will put the link in right now. Let me just hold your horses because I am jumping through channels right now and scheduled. Okay. Here is the link, everybody, that we will be on. Right there is the link. So hit that link. And and if you can't click it, just copy and paste it. That is where it will be on. And it is scheduled, I believe, for 11:30. So in 90 minutes, in an hour and a half, we will be starting. Click that link, join us, subscribe to Luke G as well. He's part of the DSA. And we're going to be talking about this. So see you guys in an hour and a half. Nomis, what do you got to say quick?
Yeah, everybody keep review your research, and we go see what this guy about. And subscribe to everybody again, and thanks for showing up. Keep your head up, Lions fans. Let's go.
All right, let's go, folks. Let me do some quick studying, and in an hour and a half, I'll tell you what I think. Adios.